The story begins with a boy named Tai, who lives a very difficult life. He has to change schools every 2 days because bullies constantly mock his appearance, forcing him to move from one village to another. This time, he transfers to a mysterious village where he meets his childhood friend Jin. However, she does not greet him warmly. In the same village lives a boy known as White Tiger, who is famous for his incredible strength and fearless nature. He is as fast and powerful as a tiger. White Tiger has already been expelled from 7 schools, and even teachers are afraid of him. One day, while Tai is riding his bicycle home, thick smoke suddenly covers the road ahead. He cannot see clearly, and his bicycle begins spinning out of control. As he comes out of the smoke, he suddenly sees White Tiger standing right in front of him. Tai quickly tries to apply the brakes, but the brakes fail, causing him to fly forward and hit his head hard. The accident is so severe that White Tiger ends up being taken to the hospital. When the doctors check his ID, they notice that his surname is strangely similar to Tai's, even though Tai does not have a brother. The next day at school, everyone mistakes Tai for White Tiger. At first, the students are terrified of him, but after seeing his weak personality, some of them begin to doubt his identity. After hearing the rumors, Tai decides to pretend that he really is White Tiger. He confidently introduces himself to the class and challenges anyone brave enough to fight him. One student steps forward, but his friends quickly stop him because they are afraid White Tiger might seriously hurt him. Soon after, the school's main bully leader hears about Tai and comes to the bathroom to test his strength. The bully throws a punch at him, but Tai reacts instantly, almost like he has superhuman reflexes. Years of being bullied have sharpened his reactions. The bullies mistake his quick movement for advanced martial arts skills and immediately kneel before him in fear and respect. They beg him to become their friend. They also ask him to teach them martial arts and help them impress girls. Tai becomes nervous because he is not a fighter at all. Still, to protect his secret, he agrees. To celebrate, the students throw a party for him. Among the guests is Dina, the most beautiful girl in the school, known for rejecting countless boys. People say she will only fall in love with the bravest boy. When Dina sees Tai, the two make eye contact. Even so, Dina is still unsure whether he is truly the real White Tiger. Later, while everyone is playing football, the students ask Tai to take a powerful kick to prove his strength. At that moment, a boy named Kim suddenly steps forward and stops the ball. He reveals that he saw Tai getting beaten up on the street a few days earlier, so he knows Tai is not the real White Tiger. Tai immediately begs him not to reveal the truth to anyone. However, one of the bullies is already suspicious. He decides to test Tai personally because White Tiger has a very unique way of smoking cigarettes. The bully walks up to Tai, places a cigarette in his mouth, and says, "If you're really White Tiger, then prove it." Tai nervously tries to smoke the cigarette, but he immediately starts coughing, which exposes that he is not the real White Tiger. The bully demands that he tell the truth. Just as Tai is about to confess, the other bullies suddenly arrive. Tai panics, thinking he is about to get beaten badly. But suddenly everything changes. Instead of attacking him, the group begins fighting on his behalf and brutally beats the bully. One of them warns the bully never to come near White Tiger again. It almost feels as if Tai has completely hypnotized everyone around him. After the fight, the group apologizes for their friend's behavior and leaves, giving Tai a moment of relief. However, he still feels nervous. Kim, his neighbor who knows the truth, starts blackmailing him and warns that he will expose his secret if Tai does not treat him well. At that moment, Kim accidentally spills beer on one of the bullies. The bully becomes furious and punches Kim hard, sending him crashing into a wall. He then grabs Kim by the throat. Tai immediately rushes in to protect him. The bully warns Tai not to interfere, but Tai bravely declares that he is the White Tiger of Asia and fears no one. Deep inside, however, his heart is racing with fear. He starts sweating heavily, and the bully notices that something feels suspicious. To settle things, the bully challenges Tai to a fight to determine who is truly stronger. They head to an isolated area, and the fight begins. Terrified, Tai tries to run away, but the bully quickly catches him and throws him back. Tai refuses to give up and attempts to escape again. The bully knocks him down once more and grabs him tightly by the throat. With no other option left, Tai bites the bully's hand, forcing him to release his grip. Enraged, the bully lifts Tai into the air, preparing to slam him to the ground. Without thinking, Tai swings his elbow backward. The strike lands directly on the bully's head and instantly knocks him unconscious. The other students are left completely shocked. After witnessing the fight, they become convinced that Tai really is the legendary White Tiger. They quickly help move the unconscious bully aside. Later, when Tai leaves the school, a crowd gathers around him. But instead of attacking him, they congratulate him and invite him to a party. Meanwhile, Dina decides to break up with her boyfriend after discovering that the expensive wallet he gifted her was fake. However, her boyfriend refuses to accept the breakup. At that moment, one of Tai's friends steps in and warns him to stay away from Dina. Furious, the boyfriend pulls out a weapon and tries to intimidate everyone. But Tai's friends remind him that the famous White Tiger is standing with them. This time, Tai handles the situation with words instead of violence. He tells the boyfriend that he is embarrassing Dina and says that if he truly loves her, he should respect her feelings. Tai explains that if a girl does not want to stay in a relationship, she should be allowed to leave peacefully and with respect. The boyfriend angrily replies that Dina belongs to him like a personal toy. Hearing those words, prevails. Tai loses control and punches him hard across the face, leaving him stunned and humiliated. Instead of continuing the fight, the boy chooses to run away. Dina is deeply impressed by what happened. She admires not only Tai's bravery, but also his views about love and respect. Soon after, Dina invites him out for dinner, and a genuine bond slowly begins to grow between them. During a romantic moment, Dina playfully takes a piece of food from his lips, marking the beginning of their new relationship. Meanwhile, the real white tiger finally wakes up from his coma in the hospital. Confused and disoriented, he struggles to remember what happened to him. At the same time, Dina's ex-boyfriend desperately begs her to get back together, but Dina firmly refuses and tells him that she now likes White Tiger. Hearing this makes him even more furious. Filled with anger, he starts searching for White Tiger throughout the school. One day, when Tai arrives at school, a supervisor suddenly stops him and complains that his uniform is not proper. As punishment, the supervisor orders him to do 200 push-ups. Just then, Tai's friends arrive and angrily confront the supervisor. They ask how he could dare stop their leader, the legendary White Tiger. The moment the supervisor hears the name, he becomes nervous and immediately lets Tai go. For the first time, Tai begins to realize that pretending to be White Tiger has many advantages. However, danger is already waiting for him. Dina's ex-boyfriend secretly enters the school, determined to take revenge. He begins threatening students in different classrooms, hoping someone will reveal who the real White Tiger is. Eventually, he reaches the plantation class and asks about Tai. At that moment, Tai is planting a pine tree near the edge of the forest. As soon as the angry ex-boyfriend spots him, Tai immediately starts running in fear. He tries to defend himself using a shovel, but the ex-boyfriend throws a sharp tool toward him, and it barely misses his face. The situation becomes even more dangerous as the attacker prepares for another strike. But suddenly, an unexpected and funny moment changes everything. His hand accidentally lands in animal dung on the ground, leaving him embarrassed. When he notices other boys approaching, he quickly runs away from the scene. Afterward, Tai and his friends come up with a new plan. They organize a gang attack against the ex-boyfriend's school to show everyone the consequences of challenging White Tiger. In front of everyone, Tai defeats him and confidently smokes a cigarette in the same style as the real White Tiger. This moment makes his reputation even stronger, and people throughout the town begin to fear him. Even the police become hesitant to interfere with him. Later, a special event is organized where boys and girls gather together to spend time and socialize. During the event, Tai and Dina grow even closer. Tai's friends tell him that Dina loves dancing. Hearing this, Tai decides it is his chance to impress her. He steps onto the dance floor, and at first, everyone watches him with confusion. But then he suddenly begins dancing with a smooth and unique style that completely changes the atmosphere. His performance is so energetic and impressive that it feels like the greatest moment of his life. Dina is shocked to see that the awkward boy she once knew can dance so confidently. After the performance ends, Dina excitedly approaches him and admits that she is truly impressed. When Dina asks where he learned to dance, Tai confidently says that he has had this talent since childhood. As they walk together, Dina suddenly grabs his hand like a girlfriend would. Tai becomes so nervous that he completely loses his words. It has been a long time since any girl treated him with such affection. For Tai, it feels like he has finally found his first love. Dina slowly moves closer to him, almost expecting a kiss. But Tai freezes and does nothing. After an awkward moment, Dina softly asks if he is free to go out with her on the weekend. Tai nervously says that he is busy, which makes Dina sadly walk away. A few seconds later, Tai realizes his mistake and quickly runs after her. He tells her that he actually is free, and the two finally set a date. Before leaving, Dina gives him a photo of herself with her phone number written on the back. Seeing it fills Tai's heart with happiness. The next day at school, Tai is welcomed like a hero. Everyone is talking about him and Dina. However, things suddenly take a shocking turn when the real White Tiger appears in the classroom. He calmly introduces himself, and the students immediately clap after seeing him. Some students feel confused because he looks incredibly dangerous. Throughout the class, Tai remains nervous and constantly watches White Tiger. He fears that White Tiger might reveal the truth and destroy his entire life. Surprisingly, White Tiger says nothing at all. This strange behavior only confuses Tai even more. Later, the two meet in the bathroom and finally talk face to face. During the conversation, Tai discovers that the real White Tiger has lost his memory. Soon after, some bullies decide to test him and offer him a cigarette. White Tiger takes one puff and instantly says that the cigarette is cheap before throwing it to the ground. One bully becomes angry and tries to attack him, but White Tiger effortlessly throws him into the air, terrifying everyone nearby. Tai realizes that even though White Tiger lost his memory, his strength and intimidating presence are still the same. Because of this, Tai decides to stay close to him and act like his friend to find out whether he is truly telling the truth. Later, they run into Dina's ex-boyfriend. The ex-boyfriend drags Tai to another location and threatens to kill him. Tai becomes completely terrified. At that moment, White Tiger suddenly steps in and displays his incredible fighting skills. He defeats the attackers one by one with ease. The bullies quickly run away in fear. After this incident, an unusual friendship begins to develop between Tai and White Tiger. Still, Tai knows it is only a matter of time before White Tiger regains his memory. That evening, Tai prepares prepares for his date with Dina. This time, he does not act awkward or nervous. Instead, he makes her laugh and feel comfortable around him. Ty even teaches Dina how to dance, making her feel as if she is living inside a dream. At one moment, Dina accidentally slips, but Ty quickly catches her in his arms, causing both of their hearts to race. After the date, the two become even closer to each other. However, before the night ends, Dina asks Ty to take her to an expensive restaurant. Ty has absolutely no money, but he cannot bring himself to refuse her request. They arrive at the restaurant and order food. Afterward, Ty excuses himself and says he is going to the bathroom. In reality, he secretly goes to ask his friends for help. Unfortunately, his friends are also broke. As a last option, they decide to ask White Tiger for money. Meanwhile, White Tiger is suddenly attacked by Dina's ex-boyfriend and strikes him hard on the head. The impact causes White Tiger to regain his memory. He suddenly remembers that Ty was the one who accidentally hit him before. Now White Tiger finally understands the entire truth. Surprisingly, when Ty meets him later, White Tiger does not expose his secret. Instead, he quietly gives Ty some money so he can continue his date and then leaves without saying much. After dinner, Ty walks Dina home. The two happily walk together while holding hands. Ty nervously asks whether they are officially a couple now. Dina shyly moves closer to him and closes her eyes, but Ty freezes again because of nervousness and does nothing. Slightly annoyed, Dina tells him, "You're so stupid. That was your moment." Ty immediately realizes his mistake and asks her to give him another chance. Seeing his innocent reaction, Dina smiles and agrees to meet him again another time. Later that night, while walking home, Ty notices Jin being harassed by a group of boys. Without hesitation, Ty steps in to protect her and threatens the boys using the name White Tiger. The boys become terrified. To save themselves from trouble, they quickly apologize and leave the area. Afterward, Ty gently fixes Jin's messy hair. This small gesture makes Jin wonder if Ty secretly has feelings for her. But Ty jokingly says that nobody could fall in love with a girl like her. Jin instantly becomes angry and kicks him hard in the face. Oddly enough, this moment causes Ty to start developing feelings for Jin as well. Now both Dina and Jin have started leaving a strong impression on his heart. Soon after, Ty invites Dina on another date. Unexpectedly, White Tiger also joins them. The moment White Tiger sees Dina, he becomes impressed by her beauty and openly flirts with her. He even says that he has never seen such a beautiful girl before. After White Tiger briefly leaves, Ty suddenly starts dancing in a style similar to Michael Jackson in an attempt to regain attention. His unexpected performance leaves everyone confused. Later, Ty gives Dina the wallet she had always wanted. Dina becomes emotional, and the two share a romantic moment together. Things begin getting more intimate, but Dina gently stops him. Back at home, Jin warns Ty to stay careful around Dina. She claims that Dina is manipulative and has already used many boys in the past. Ty refuses to believe her and instead insults Jin. Furious, Jin throws a shoe at him. Meanwhile, White Tiger starts trying to impress Dina. He constantly gives her gifts and continues flirting with her without stopping. At first, Dina avoids him. However, White Tiger remains so persistent that she eventually agrees to go on a date with him. He takes her to a beautiful hill station, buys her favorite food, and spends peaceful, romantic time with her. Slowly, Dina begins developing feelings for White Tiger as well. At the same time, Ty waits at home completely unaware of where Dina has gone. Later, he unexpectedly sees Dina together with White Tiger. Right in front of him, White Tiger grabs Dina's hand and kisses her. The sight completely breaks Ty's heart. Later on, Dina angrily confronts White Tiger. She accuses him of ruining her relationship with Ty. Dina asks why he is doing this when he clearly knows that Ty loves her, but White Tiger remains fearless. He warns Ty that he already knows the truth about him pretending to be White Tiger. After saying this, White Tiger walks away and leaves Ty emotionally shattered. Ty's troubles do not end there. One day, White Tiger gathers all the students at school and announces that the truth will finally be revealed. He confidently declares that he is the real White Tiger. The entire school is shocked and immediately turns to look at Ty. White Tiger pressures Ty to confess everything. Feeling trapped, Ty finally admits that he was pretending to be White Tiger. Hearing the truth, his friends feel betrayed and become furious at him for hiding such a huge secret. Some of them even begin beating him in anger. After that, White Tiger forces Ty to personally tell Dina the truth. When Ty meets Dina, he feels overwhelmed with guilt. He honestly explains that he is not the real White Tiger and only pretended to be him because he liked her and wanted a chance to be with her. After hearing this, Dina angrily slaps him and walks away. White Tiger then stops Dina and immediately starts flirting with her again, telling her that she is still as beautiful as ever. At that moment, it becomes obvious that White Tiger is treating everything like a game and wants complete control over the situation. The next morning, Ty pretends to be asleep so his mother will not notice his injuries. He is terrified of returning to school because he fears he will be beaten again. Instead of attending school, he goes somewhere quiet and cries while staring at Dina's photo. Later, he tries to speak with Dina once more, but Dina coldly rejects him and throws the wallet back at him. Soon after, a group of boys surrounds him. Now that everyone knows he is not the real White Tiger, they brutally beat him. Throughout all of this, Jin remains the only person who still believes believes in him. She encourages him not to give up and tells him that he has the power to change his own destiny. Jin explains that if he truly wants it, he can still become strong enough to stand beside White Tiger. She even confronts White Tiger directly and warns him to stop manipulating Tai. White Tiger ignores her warning. Enraged, Jin suddenly attacks him with a fast headbutt that strikes him near the eye. The next day at school, everyone notices that White Tiger is injured. Without thinking, Tai accidentally asks him who caused the injury. White Tiger becomes furious and brutally beats Tai, sending him to the hospital. When Tai wakes up, he finds his family gathered around him. Even there, he cannot escape the fear of White Tiger, who feels like a constant nightmare in his life. Jin visits him in the hospital and angrily scolds him for being unable to defend himself. Tai sadly explains that he has been bullied his entire life and has become used to pain and humiliation. His spirit is completely shattered. Hearing this, Jin comes up with an idea. She decides to train Tai and make him stronger so he can finally stand against White Tiger. After leaving the hospital, Tai begins intense training with Jin every day. Jin pushes him both physically and mentally. She increases his strength through difficult exercises and promises that within 30 days he will be ready to face White Tiger. During the training, Tai goes through extreme pain and exhaustion. Many times he feels close to giving up completely, but whenever he remembers his painful past and the years of bullying, he forces himself to continue. After 29 days, even Jin becomes shocked by his transformation. Tai is no longer just physically stronger. His eyes now carry anger, confidence, and determination. The first real test of Tai's transformation comes when a bully tries to steal his lunch. But Tai is no longer weak like before, and he immediately stops him. Later, Jin begins teaching him self-defense techniques. Together, they create a plan to challenge White Tiger's group. After defeating his first bully, Jin gives Tai a dragon mask. From that moment on, he becomes known as the Blue Dragon. Now, whenever he fights, he hides his identity behind the mask. Wearing the mask, Tai defeats his enemies so fiercely that people begin fearing the name Blue Dragon. Soon, White Tiger visits an injured student in the hospital. There, he learns that Blue Dragon may have been the person responsible for injuring his eye. Determined to uncover the truth, White Tiger starts checking students at school for bruises and swollen eyes. However, he cannot identify the real Blue Dragon because Tai carefully hides his identity by attacking different people at random. One day, Tai secretly sneaks into the school while wearing the dragon mask. Inside the bathroom, he catches a bully alone and attacks him. By coincidence, White Tiger spots him and quickly rushes toward the bathroom. When he arrives, he only finds his injured friend lying on the floor. Fortunately, Tai manages to escape before getting caught. Later, he returns to Jin and finally feels safe again. Spending time with Jin creates strange emotions inside him. Tai slowly realizes that Jin has become the person who gives meaning to his life. Now, he chooses to fight not only for himself, but also for weaker students suffering from bullying. At the same time, White Tiger becomes more violent and loses control of his anger. One day, he brutally attacks an innocent student without any reason. Seeing this, Tai decides to defeat him through strategy instead of direct force. He cleverly arranges for White Tiger to become the class president in order to feed his ego and distract him. White Tiger proudly accepts the position, completely unaware that it is part of Tai's plan. To celebrate, White Tiger takes several weaker students out to a restaurant. Everything seems peaceful on the surface, but secretly, Tai is preparing something dangerous. According to Tai's plan, the students continuously give White Tiger alcohol so he becomes dizzy and loses focus. As White Tiger leaves the restaurant, he suddenly encounters Blue Dragon. This leads to a direct fight between them. In a shocking twist, White Tiger wins the battle. When he removes Blue Dragon's mask, everyone is stunned to discover that the masked fighter is actually one of White Tiger's own gang members. The boy admits that he was forced to wear the mask and never wanted to be involved. Soon after, several more students arrive wearing identical dragon masks. Together, they challenge White Tiger in an attempt to fight back against years of bullying. The students unite as one team. However, White Tiger is still overwhelmingly powerful and defeats them all with ease. The entire situation quickly spirals into chaos. Then suddenly, a mysterious fighter wearing a yellow mask enters the battle. Believing that someone is trying to frame him, White Tiger retreats from the scene. When the yellow mask is finally removed, it is revealed to be Jin. She joined the fight because she was worried that Tai would get seriously hurt. Jin emotionally confesses that she truly cares about Tai and cannot imagine her life without him. The two share a powerful emotional moment that brings them even closer together. The next day, White Tiger does not come to school. Instead, he receives information that makes him suspicious. After questioning one of the students, he finally discovers the truth that Blue Dragon is actually Tai. This revelation shocks him and fills him with rage. Seeking revenge, White Tiger kidnaps Jin and several of Tai's friends to settle everything once and for all. What follows is not just a physical battle between Tai and White Tiger. It becomes a fight between two completely different beliefs. beliefs. White Tiger believes that strength gives people the right to control and hurt others. Tai, however, believes that true strength means protecting the weak instead of abusing power. During the confrontation, Tai reminds White Tiger of every painful moment he caused him in the past. Each strike carries the weight of years of bullying, humiliation, and suffering. But as the fight continues, Tai realizes something important. He understands that if he completely gives in to anger and hatred, he will eventually become just like White Tiger. Because of this realization, Tai controls himself at the final moment. Instead of taking revenge completely, he chooses to spare White Tiger's life. After making his decision, Tai takes Jin's hand and walks away. His choice makes his purpose clear. From now on, he wants to use his strength to protect others rather than spread fear. The next day, Tai returns to school without wearing a mask and without hiding behind fear. By this point, he has completely changed the atmosphere of the school. Bullying slowly begins to disappear, and students start respecting one another. Tai eventually becomes known as the hero of the school. Even after everything, he remains humble and kind. The story ultimately delivers a powerful message that true strength does not come from violence. Real strength comes from kindness, courage, and self-control. And often, the people who suffer the most are the ones who end up changing the world.